So guys, if I ask you x square greater than equal to, let's say, 3 square, how we can solve this? What I mean to say is, what is x? So can we do it like this? X and taking under root plus minus 3 and so on. Is this approach right? So guys, in case of equation, this is what we used to do. X square equals to 3 square. Then we used to write in the next step as x is either 3 or minus 3. But here this we cannot do because there is no such rule like this. So this approach is wrong. So the correct approach would be, guys, since it's a quadratic, we will take x square minus 3 square on the right hand side, 3 square on the LHS, it becomes minus 3 square. Now factorizing it, x minus 3 and x plus 3 using a square minus b square greater than equal to 0. Then again plotting the points at which each of the linear factor vanishes, that is when x minus 3 is 0 at x equals to 3, and when x plus 3 is 0 at x equals to minus 3, again using concept of sign plus minus plus. Now since it is asking for greater than, so it means it is asking for plus, so we will take plus. So this would be our answer, minus infinity to minus 3 plus infinity 3 to plus infinity. So guys, our discussion for this example, x square greater than equal to 3 square, it finally concluded was this is x is greater than equal to 3 or x is less than equal to minus 3, guys. So in the similar way, instead of 3, if I write a number, instead of 3, if I write a number alpha, generalizing this, okay, so alpha is what, guys? Alpha is positive. In the similar way, using taking alpha square on the left hand side, factorizing, plotting it on the number line and so on, we will get this, guys, and this is the general result of this. We can write it as a formula: x square greater than equal to alpha square is x is greater than alpha or x is less than equal to minus alpha. So this is the generalization of the above formula. Okay, so x square, equivalently x belongs to minus infinity to alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is a positive number, alpha to infinity. So guys, this is a standard result: x square greater than equal to alpha square, which is either x is greater than equal to alpha or x is less than equal to alpha. Okay, or we can write it like this, guys. Now in case if equality is not there here, it won't be here, it won't be here. One more thing I forgot, actually it should be greater than sign. Since equality is there, this should be included, guys. In case if equality is not there, we will place round brackets instead of square brackets. So x square greater than equal to alpha square, this is the solution, and this is quite frequently used in questions. Let's take a simple example. Now for example, if it is x square greater than 12, here I haven't taken equality sign. So what we will do in the first step, we will write 12 as what? Square of what? So 12 is, guys, 2 square into 3. Okay, 12 is what? 2 square into 3. So 12 can be written as 2 root 3 square. So we can write 12 as 2 root 3 square, and directly we can write the answer as x belongs to minus infinity to 2 root 3. So here alpha is what? Here alpha is 2 root 3, guys. So minus infinity to 2 root 3 closed union, sorry, minus 2 root 3. Here also it should be minus alpha, sorry guys. Okay, so alpha, which is 2 root 3 in this case, to infinity, guys. So that's the answer, guys. Okay, now what about when instead of 12, if it is, let's say, some negative number, like for example x square, before taking 12, what if it is 0? So alpha is 0 in this case. Okay, so guys, alpha is 0. You can say that this is an identity, guys. This is an identity. Sorry, if it is greater than equal to 0, let's say, so we can use the formula also, or if you can't, if you don't want to use the formula, by reasoning, by correct logic, which goes like this, that any number whose square is, any real number, the square of that number x square is a positive number. So positive number is greater than equal to 0 is a truth. Okay, even if x is 0, if you substitute x equals to 0, this becomes, guys, what? 0 greater than equal to 0, which is also true. So x square greater than equal to 0 is rather, I shouldn't say it's an example, it's an identity. X square greater than equal to 0 is basically an identity, which is x belongs to R, equivalently x belongs to minus infinity to plus infinity, guys. Okay, this is what? This is an x square greater than equal to 0 is an identity which is satisfied by all real numbers. Okay, what if x square what if x square, if I ask you greater than 0, for what x this will hold? X is what? So guys, we can say that x square, since it's a positive number, it is greater than 0, so which is true. But if x equals to 0, if you put x equals to 0 here, 0 greater than 0 would be a false statement. So for x square greater than 0, what we can say? X square greater than 0, we can say that x is all real but excluding 0. Or we can equivalently, we can write x is what? X belongs to minus infinity to 0 open union, again open 0 to infinity. That way also we can write x square greater than 0. Okay, guys. So for example, if I ask you, what is the solution of 3x minus 1 whole square greater than 0? Tell me. So you can use this above fact. So obviously here also x can be anything, but if you substitute a point where 3x minus 1 vanishes, which is 1 by 3, so at x equals to 1 by 3, if you substitute, this 3x minus 1 whole square becomes what? 0. Okay, so in that case 0 greater than 0 would be false. Any other value, for example, if you take x equals to 1, this becomes 3 minus 1 whole square greater than 0, which is 2 square, 4 greater than 0, which is 2. Any other value apart from x equals to 1 by 3 would be true. So again, the solution of this is same as what we did in the above, deriving the identity. It would be all real excluding the value of x for which the square value vanishes, that is x all real excluding 1 by 3. That is the answer to x 3x minus 1 whole square greater than 0. Okay, but if I ask you 1 minus 7x greater than equal to square greater than equal to 0, so again, since this is a square of a number which can be 0 also, so using the identity x square greater than equal to 0 we can directly use. So what do you say the answer should be? But yes, directly we can say that even if x is 1 by 7 or otherwise, it will hold. So x belongs to R would be the answer, guys. Okay, so that way we can say. Now what if, guys, if I ask you, let's say instead of 3x minus 1 whole square greater than equal to let's say minus 9 minus 81, let's say if I take minus 81, then how do we, what is x? How do we solve this, guys? So my question to you is, can we use that result that we derived, that was x square greater than equal to a square, can it be used here? Alpha square, x square greater than equal to alpha square, which is x greater than equal to alpha, or x minus infinity, x less than equal to minus alpha, can we use that? So answer is yes or no? So yes, guys, the answer is no, we cannot use this. Why? Because alpha square is a positive quantity but minus 81 is a negative quantity. So alpha square minus 81 we cannot use. This we cannot, for this formula we cannot use. So in that case what we will use? We will use a general reasoning here, guys, that see 3x minus 1 whole square greater than equal to minus 81, if you see, this is any value, any x if you substitute, this will be positive number, or it can be at the least 0, and here it is fixed minus 81. So even if it is positive, the left hand side of the inequality, even if it is positive or 0, it will always be greater than, or this greater than thing will always be satisfied. Okay, this greater than thing will always be satisfied. Equal to won't be satisfied, doesn't matter. So we can say that this is true. So any value of x, this is an identity, x belongs to R. We can say that this is valid for all x belonging to R. Okay, what if I ask you 3x minus 1 whole square greater than minus 81? I have replaced, I have removed this equal to sign here. What you will say now? What x now, guys? Obviously you will say that the formula cannot be used, but yes, again if you put any x, this will be positive or 0, which is greater than minus 81. So this is what, in any case, whether 3x minus 1 whole square is positive or 0, this will always be greater than minus 81. So this is true. So yes, we can say in this case also the answer would be all real, x belongs to R. Okay, So guys, now moving on to the next thing. In the similar way, the way we derived x square greater than, in the similar way, if you take factors x square less than equal to alpha square, if you take factors and use number line and so on, you will get that x is from minus alpha to plus alpha. Equivalently, x belongs to minus alpha to plus alpha, guys. And when, in case when x is instead of less than equal to, if only it is less than, then what would be the formula, guys? So it would be when it is less than. So as you can see here, if here it is only less than, then here also we will take less than, and here this would be replaced by round brackets instead of square brackets, guys. Equality sign, if it is missing here, it would be missing here as well. Okay, so let's take some examples on this. So for example, x square less than equal to 7. So yes, guys, we can write it, since this is alpha. Okay, you can say that this alpha is positive here. Okay, so alpha square is also positive. So x square less than equal to 7 can be written as root 7 square. So now in the next step, using the result, using the formula that we derived, we can write it as minus root 7 to plus root 7, or equivalently x belongs to minus root 7 to plus root 7, guys. Okay, so what if, guys, let's take another concept now. Instead of x, if there is some fx whole square less than equal to alpha square, instead of x there is some function. What I mean to say is fx can be a linear function, that is for example 1 minus 3x, a linear function. It can be some trigonometric function, let sin x, tan x, cot x, inverse trigonometric function, logarithmic function, exponential function, any function. Even if it is, we can use this as formula, like fx is less than equal to alpha, so we can write it as minus alpha to plus alpha. So this can be generalized further. F square x instead of x square, if it is fx square, where fx can be linear, any function, guys. These are some of the examples that I have written. So it would be minus alpha to plus alpha. Okay, so and so on, etc. The other functions cannot be there instead of fx. So for example, let's take a linear function square, let's say 3x minus 1 whole square less than equal to 36. Let's solve for x. So guys, try this. So guys, what we will do, we will use this formula where 3x minus 1 whole square, here alpha square is 36. So what is alpha, guys? Yes, alpha is 6 square. So again, we should refrain from using 3x minus 1 as plus minus 6, because we have practiced a lot in linear equations to take square root and using plus minus. This we won't do, we will use the formula. So guys, this is fx, so fx is here 3x minus 1, so it is not x, is some fx. So again the same formula can be used. So using this above, fx is also minus alpha to plus alpha, where fx is linear function here, so it would be 3x minus 1 lies between what? Yes, minus alpha, which is minus 6, to plus alpha, which is plus 6. Now this kind of equations what we do, two equations simultaneously are linear inequalities are there, which can be solved simultaneously by removing 1 here and then coefficient of x here to get the value of x. So what we will do, we will add both sides plus 1, all the three sides of the inequality as plus 1. So what we will get, guys? Minus 6 plus 1 less than equal to 3x minus 1 plus 1 less than equal to 6 plus 1. So yes, when we add 1, it becomes minus 6 plus 1 minus 5, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, 6 plus 1 becomes 7. Now we will, in the next step, we will multiply by what to get x? So yes, we will multiply by 1 by 3 both sides. So this extreme side becomes minus 5 by 3, the middle one becomes 3x by x by 3, right hand side becomes 7 by 3, 3 gets cancelled out, and we will get x as minus 5 by 3 to 7 by 3, guys, which is the answer. Okay, so that way we can do. So in the similar way, guys, if instead of less than equal to, guys, if it is greater than equal to, guys, so in a similar way we can use fx greater than equal to alpha or fx less than equal to minus alpha, guys. This is again a generalized result of what? X square greater than equal to alpha square. Okay, so x is replaced by fx. Fx can be a function, okay, but we will use linear function here only. Okay, other things would be done later. Okay, so let's take an example on this, guys. So I will give you one question on this. So like 2x plus 3 whole square greater than equal to let's say 27. Solve this, guys. Okay, so yes, the hint would be this only. You will get fx square greater than equal to a square, which gives fx greater than equal to a, or fx less than equal to minus a or alpha. Okay, alpha let's take. Okay, so here fx is what, guys? So the solution fx is 2x plus 3. So what is alpha here, guys? 27. If you take under root plus under root of 27, okay, because we will take alpha to be positive only, okay, it would be 3 cube, so we can write it as 3 square into 3. So alpha is, guys, under root of 3 square becomes plus 3 root 3. Alpha is 3 root 3. So now we can use this formula, fx greater than equal to alpha square. So using this result, we will directly substitute in alpha and fx here. So after substituting, we will get f2x plus 3, which is fx greater than equal to 3 root 3. Okay, or 2x plus 3 less than equal to minus alpha, so minus 3 root 3 we will write, guys. So 2x adding plus minus 3 both sides, 3 root 3 minus 3 here also, or 2x plus 3 minus 3 minus 3 root 3 minus 3. So this cancels out, we will get left with 2x greater than equal to 3. We can take common 3 root 3 minus 1, or here also 3 minus 3 cancels out, we get 2x less than equal to, here what we can take common, minus 3. So inside we are left with root 3 plus 1. So now we will multiply by half. So x greater than equal to 3 root 3 minus 1 by 2. Here also we will multiply by half, guys, into half. So this becomes what, guys? 2x by 2, which is 1, minus 3 by 2 root 3 plus 1, guys. So the answer is what, guys? In interval form, if you write this, it would be x belongs to minus infinity. This if you write here, minus 3 by 2 root 3 plus 1. Now the upper part if you write here in union, it should be a close bracket, guys. Here also it should be close bracket. It should be 3 root 3 minus 1 by 2 comma infinity open. That would be the answer to this, guys. Okay. Now let's take, we saw some basic identity, x square greater than equal to 0, greater than minus alpha square. What if in the similar pattern, if I ask you x square less than equal to 0, what is x? So guys, as you can see, this is x square is a positive number. If you substitute any positive or given negative number, less than 0, it won't satisfy, equal to 0 also it won't satisfy. So this will always be false statement. Only one possibility, when x is 0, it will satisfy 0 less than equal to 0, which would be true, isn't it? So we can say that x square less than equal to 0 means x is 0 only. It is only one solution. Okay. Now what if x square, so in the similar way, if I ask you 7x plus 11 whole square less than equal to 0, what is x? So again, any value of x if you substitute, okay, it will give positive, which is less than 0 would be false, equal to will also be false. But one possibility we can check, when 7x plus 11 equals to 0, it vanishes. It vanishes at x equals to what? X equals to minus 11 by 7, guys. So in that case, if you substitute, then 7x plus 11, this would be what, guys? This would be 0. This would be 0 less than equal to 0, which is true. So we can say that x equals to minus 11 by 7, or the value of x at which that linear value vanishes is the only solution, guys. Okay. So now what if, guys, if I ask you 7x plus 11, I will eliminate, taking the previous example, continuing with that, I will replace the equality sign. Okay, with uh, I remove the equality sign. Now it is less than 0. Now if I ask you what is x, x is what? So guys, this is, we know, as discussed, this is a positive number. Okay, whatever real value you assign it to x, it less than 0. Okay, positive is less than 0 is a false statement. So any value of x won't satisfy this inequality, even if you substitute x equals to minus 11 by 7, guys. Okay, even in that case also, minus 11 by 7, this becomes 0 less than 0 will again be true or false. Yes, in this case, guys, it would be false. So we can say that this kind of inequalities, there is no solution, x belongs to phi. No solution, or it is inconsistent, no solution, same. Okay, so we can generalize it by a basic identity, x square. If they ask for less than 0, no x satisfies this, guys. Okay, no x satisfies this, no x, or x belongs to null set, which is phi.